the most brutal execution methods in history. Throughout history, punishment was not just about justice, it was about fear. In ancient times, executions were designed to send a message, a warning to anyone who dared to break the rules. Some methods were quick, but others were meant to be remembered. Today, we explore some of the most brutal execution methods ever used, not to shock you, but to understand the world people once lived in. In many ancient societies, power depended on control. Kings, rulers, and governments needed people to obey. And the easiest way to control fear was to make punishment visible. Executions were often public. Crowds would gather, watching in silence, not because they wanted to, but because they had to. The message was clear: this could be you. And so, methods became more extreme, not just to end a life, but to leave a lasting impression. One of the most feared execution methods involved complete helplessness. The victim would be restrained, unable to move, while time itself became the punishment. What made this method so terrifying was not just the physical suffering, but the waiting, the slow realization that there was no escape. People who witnessed it often never forgot what they saw. It wasn't just punishment, it was psychological, and that made it even more powerful. Another method focused on control and precision. Everything was planned, every movement calculated. The goal was not chaos, but order. This method was often carried out in front of large crowds, where silence would fall over the entire area. People would watch, holding their breath, not knowing when the moment would come, and when it did, it was over quickly. But the impact lasted much longer, because sometimes what you imagine is worse than what you see. Some methods weren't just about punishment, they were about making an example. The process was designed to be seen, to spread fear across entire cities. Stories would travel from one place to another, until even those who never witnessed it felt its impact. And that was the real goal. Not just to punish one person, but to control thousands. Fear became a tool, and these methods were its weapon. Looking back today, it's easy to see how different the world was. These methods may seem extreme, even unimaginable, but they remind us of something important. History is not just about events, it's about people, their fears, their beliefs, their struggles for power. And while times have changed, the lessons remain, because understanding the past helps us understand how far we've come. And sometimes, the darkest parts of history are the ones we should never forget.